Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Idioms 171. The idiom today is to cut off one's nose to spite one's face. Yeah, when we say to spite someone, we do something on purpose to hurt someone, especially because maybe they did something bad to you. So you're doing it really just to hurt them, just to spite someone. So the phrase is really don't cut off your nose, your own nose, to spite your face. You cut off your own nose, of course, you'll make yourself ugly. So that's what you should not do. So let's continue with the note here. If someone cuts off his or her nose to spite one's face, he or she does an act, often in revenge, that hurts oneself, sometimes even more than the person or group one is trying to hurt. So it might be a good idea not to do that. All right, let's look at the first example here. When Mugabe was the leader of Zimbabwe, he took land from the white farmers without any compensation. So basically, he just confiscated the land away from them and gave it to of course, other Zimbabweans. But the problem is those other Zimbabweans he gave it to didn't really know how to farm. And of course, since they didn't give any compensation to the white farmers didn't train the new people that they gave it to. So of course, this led to serious problems. Some commentators said this is a clear case of cutting off one's nose to spite one's face. Food production dropped by 70%. So that's what ended up happening after this. They took the farms away from the people who really knew how to farm, the white farmers, gave it to blacks to start farming it in Zimbabwe. And 70% of the food production dropped, led to food shortages. Billions of dollars were lost in revenue, and it helped lead Zimbabwe to have one of the worst cases of hyperinflation in modern times. Yeah, their money ended up becoming worthless because they just kept printing more money and their currency kept depreciating to the point where I think the biggest bill was like $50 trillion. I know they also had a lot of stories where they actually put up signs in the toilet that said, "Don't use the currency for toilet paper." That was literally true. So, and in that sort of situation, everyone becomes poor because the currency, the money they have, becomes worthless. So even though they did something to spite someone else, it ended up hurting them much more than the ones they were trying to spite. Okay, let's look at a second example here. Why did you break the windshield of your car when you got angry at your husband? This is the only car in the family. You should not cut off your nose to spite your face. Yeah, we use it a lot when people get angry and often break things, and they break their own things in their own house. I don't know if that really ever made sense, but sometimes people will just do it out of anger. So this is another way that we sometimes say, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.